The prophet Isaac. The news of the angels. The prophet Lot was the prophet Abraham's nephew. He had migrated from Babylon with the prophet Abraham. Sometime later, he was given prophethood and was sent to the city of Sodom near Damascus. The people of Sodom were corrupt and morally bad people. The prophet Lot had tried very hard to save them from this, but he wasn't successful. The corruption and bad ways of the people got worse day by day, and they weren't prepared to listen to the prophet Lot at all. Allah then decided to give them a punishment they deserved. He appointed 3 of his angels to do the job, which were the angel Gabriel, Michael and Seraph. These angels were described as handsome young men. First of all, they were going to visit the prophet Abraham and give him the good news that he was going to have a son called Isaac from his wife Sarah. After this visit, they were going to visit the people of Lot and destroy them. The prophet Abraham liked to entertain guests very much, and he always had people visiting him. When he didn't have guests, he would go into town and look for people to have as guests in his home. The prophet Abraham hadn't had any guests for some time now, and one day, while he was waiting for visitors, the angels appeared. The prophet Abraham didn't recognize them, so for that reason he replied, "May Allah bless you people that I don't know." The visitors were people whom the prophet Abraham wasn't used to seeing. Their clothing was very different from the sort of clothing his people wore, so when he replied to their greeting, he made it clear that he didn't recognize them and asked the angels kindly to introduce themselves. The prophet Abraham immediately sat his guests down. He treated them very kindly and did everything he could to keep them satisfied. At the same time, he was preparing the dinner table. There was kebab, which had been cooked a little earlier. The prophet Abraham brought the food over to them and placed it in front of his guests. He said, "Please, go ahead and eat." However, the guests didn't want to eat anything. The prophet Abraham thought they were being polite and invited them again. But when they refused again, he became a little suspicious. Why weren't these people eating anything? He was hoping they weren't people with bad intentions. The angels then told him, "We don't eat anything without paying. We will pay for what food we eat." The prophet Abraham replied, "The payment of this food is given when you say Bismillah, and when you finish it and say Alhamdulillah." The angel Gabriel then turned to Michael and said, "This person is truly worthy of being Allah's friend." Abraham was relieved when he heard that and realized that his guests were no ordinary people. The angels explained their intention so that he would not be afraid anymore. "Do not be afraid of us, dear Abraham. We are not things to be afraid of. We are angels disguised as humans. We have come here with good news. You will have a wise and virtuous son born very soon. You will name him Isaac." The reason of the visit was now revealed, and it was clear why the guests didn't want to eat anything. The good news which the angels had given to the prophet Abraham had surprised him, but absolutely shocked Sarah. She screamed and said, "Am I going to have a child?" She then turned to the angels and said, "I'm very old now. My husband is also old like me. However, you are telling us that we will have a child?" The angels gave this explanation to ease their astonishment. "Dear Sarah and Abraham, do not be so surprised at the news we have given you. Don't lose hope just because you are old. We have not made this up. We are only telling you what Allah has told us. Therefore, you don't need to be suspicious about the truth of what we are saying. Allah's glory and blessings will be on you, just like it has always been." The Prophet Abraham's reply to this explanation was, "Who would lose hope in Allah other than those who are corrupt and deny Allah? We are always hopeful of Allah's glory. We are astonished because this is something which hasn't been seen before." After the prophet Abraham got over the shock of the good news, he then asked the angels, "Dear messengers of Allah, is this the only reason you have come here? Or do you have another mission which Allah has given you?" The angels then explained their real reason they came and said, "We are actually here to destroy a sinful community of people who have no faith, are corrupt, have no morals, and do bad things." The prophet Abraham asked which tribe was to be destroyed, and the angels told him it was the tribe of Sodom. The prophet Abraham became very worried when he heard this news. There is a person called Lot in that tribe. He is a true believer of Allah. Will you destroy him too? The angels replied, "We know the people who live there very well. Lot and his believers will be saved from this destruction. However, his wife is the exception. She has disobeyed Lot and has been taken in by the corrupt believers. For this reason, she will be destroyed along with the others." The prophet Abraham was on one hand happy that Lot and his believers would be saved, but on the other hand, he was thinking about those people who would be destroyed. If only they gave the tribe a little more time and this destruction would be delayed. Maybe the people would realize their mistakes and change. The prophet Abraham opened up to the angels and told them his feelings. He asked them to give the people of Lot one last chance. Abraham was a very kind-hearted and wise person. He didn't get mad very easily. He was very patient and always wished the best for people. He believed that even the worst people had some good in their hearts. He always waited for the day when such a person became good. That's why he didn't want the angels to destroy the people straight away. Actually, people want to see their own behaviour and good deeds in other people. This is a natural quality of every human being. However, the prophet Abraham didn't know the people of Lot very well. He wasn't aware of the fact that it was impossible for them to be saved and that they had deserved this punishment. The angels explained the situation to him and told him that it wasn't possible to fulfill his wish. Anyway, at that time Allah had sent a revelation to the prophet Abraham and made the necessary warning. "Dear Abraham, do not wish for a delay in the destruction of the people of Lot. You do not know them well enough. There is no use in waiting for them to change. Nothing will stop the punishment they face." The angels had done their duty and left Abraham in order to go to the people of Lot. Just like the angels had told him, the prophet Abraham had a son by Sarah. They named him Isaac. The prophet Abraham prayed to Allah after his son's birth. "Thank Allah, who has given me Ishmael and Isaac, even though I am very old. Allah hears all the prayers and knows all the smallest wishes that are felt in the heart. Dear Allah, make me and my generations continue to do our ritual prayers and accept our prayers." After the prophet Abraham passed away, Allah made Isaac the prophet of the people of Damascus and Philistine. The prophet Isaac used to look like his father very much. Many couldn't see the difference between the two. The prophet Isaac had two sons called Esau and Jacob. Many kings were born from Esau's generation, and a prophet was born from Jacob's generation. The prophet Isaac passed away at the age of 160. He was buried next to his father.